In this video, we're going to break down exactly what I'm seeing with SPY and how to trade it and make it so easy to understand that even a 9-year-old can learn it. And in this case, my little brother. You don't want to miss this. We got some value here. Let's go.
Now I rep the O, what you know about the west side. I just bought a whip, all in cash, live my best life. Bought a couple stocks, so I'm covered for the next 5. I don't like the top, but I know.
What's going on, money team? It's your boy Jdun Trades and mini Jdun Trades with Team Bull Trading, and I hope you're all having an amazing day. We are live and back in action with a SPY and QQQ analysis, so easy that a 9-year-old can learn it. So in this video, we're going to go over exactly what we're seeing with SPY and QQQ, how to analyze this, what to watch for, and how to trade it, and some other tips and tricks to help you make more money day trading and in the stock market. So as always, fam, if you like making money, if you enjoy transparent trading, and if you get some value from this video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button in the bottom right corner, and let's get rich together. Now, when we're looking at SPY and QQQ, let's start with SPY this week. We want to first start with the daily chart as we always do. Now, little bro, when we're looking at this, as you see here, we got these big candles up and down. We want to first start by looking at big areas of support, which is like our floor, and resistance, which is like our ceiling. Okay, so we identify that. We then want to go and look, do we have any trend lines? Do we have any bigger time frames such as the weekly trend lines and stuff, right? So we go here. We rejected this big trend line up here. So now that we know that, okay, we're going to have a hard time getting over this. We have a floor right here. We have a ceiling right here. We now got to look at what are some big events we might have coming up and what are some catalysts that could push us up or down. Well, this next week, as you can see here on the daily, we've been very back and forth. We've been holding this floor of 390, but this coming week, we have two major events. We have CPI data on the 13th, on Tuesday the 13th, and then FOMC meeting on Wednesday the 14th. Now, that being said, this is going to be big because this is where it measures inflation. And right after that inflation report, when they talk about how expensive things are, like this cup of coffee, much more expensive because inflation is crazy, where FOMC is going to come out, the Federal Open Market Committee, and they're going to talk about what to do to curb inflation to get this cup of coffee cheaper. So we look at this, right? And as far as trading opportunities, okay, we look, and I personally think, right, I'm looking for a big reject. If we get a move up and we, first say, there's a few scenarios we can look at. First one is that we come out and we have a 50 basis points hike, which everyone's saying, okay, that's bullish. You know, it's not 75, it's way less. So the less points you raise, the more hypothetically it shows, okay, they're easing off, these massive rate hikes, the lowering of inflation. We're going to move up because the Fed is easing their stance, right? So ideally, and hypothetically, people say we're going to move up. I think that since we're still at 7%, 7.7%, and you know what the Federal Reserve wants inflation to be at? 2%. Wants to be at 2%. So we still have a long ways to go. We are hundreds of percent over our target goal. So I still think we have much more room to the downside, but don't get it twisted. We still could see some more upside, some more squeeze up before more move down. So personally right now, option one is we get a decent CPI print. We have a little move up to this 400 to 403 area, maybe even this 410 area again. We watch for a reject for puts. Now, the danger zone for that is if we get over 410 and we ever move to 420, as you see, if we break over this ceiling right here, where's our next ceiling at? You see this right here? 420. So likely we're going to move from level to level. Does that kind of make sense? Yeah. So we break over that, buyers push us higher, so we go to that next ceiling. That's where I would look for a reject after that, and that's where the trouble for puts and for shorts comes in. So on the flip side, this chart does look weak. We've been slowly testing this 390 area. Now, if we look at the hourly chart here, this shows this 392 specifically has been really strong. We've only closed one hourly candle below this in the last while. 392 right here. Okay, go to here, boom. And it was right here at this right before market open, we closed at like 391.2. So this has been a really strong level. So if we break below that, expect to see 390. And if we finally break this 390 level, we have a lot of room down to like 385 and then 380 right here at this next area of confluence. So if you want to trade SPY, the best way to do this, like we teach every day, like we do in live trading and Team Bull every day, is looking for the big macro time levels. and then finding intraday setups, and really letting supply and demand, support and resistance, and price action paint the picture. So that's what we got so far with SPY. We're going to watch for reject up top, watch for a break below for puts down. I still think we could see more movement down, but if we see a little more movement up, wouldn't surprise me. We got a QQQ, right? We got a QQQ. What's the chart saying here? Now, can you point to me where you think the floor looks like on this chart? Can you tell me? Does it look like it's right here? Yeah, the support, baby. That's where we find support, all these little touches. So we have big support at 280. So if we finally break this down, we have a lot of room down on this QQQ, and I'm talking a lot of room. So we have room all the way down to like 273-ish, 270-ish. We have free fall, and if we break below this, we have a gap to fill all the way down to 267. So watch for that. If we break the support, we get a lot of room down. Also, on the flip side, if we get strong, this move above 295, I believe, sees 300. That would be our big area for reject on this trend line. As we see from the big time frame, if we could zone out, that's the big reject level on QQQ, and I think we see whole cycle number 300 if we break above that. Now, again, that relies heavily on tech, on all those types of stocks, so we just have to watch that. And I think that Tuesday and Wednesday is going to finally give us the direction we've been looking for in this market. I hope it's the downside, but if it is the upside, we'll play that too. So that being said, as far as SPY and QQQ, remember, watch the big macro levels. Always, when in doubt, zoom out. So you have to do. Now remember, what I say? When in doubt, zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. So that's what we're doing today. Hopefully you got some value from this video. Remember that we live trade every day. We make trading so easy to learn, so useful to learn that even a 9-year-old has some fun doing it. So that being said, God bless. I will see you guys next time. Team Bull forever. Let's get rich together. Peace.
Now I rep the O, what you know about the West Side.